Welcome to Stand Firm in the Word. And I appreciate you coming back. If this is your first time you watch it, I am been moved to record by my voice simply because I've read that reading the Word of God out loud will help me internalize it. So in order to do that, I've decided to record a video of that, and also so for those who can't read, they can hear the Word of God as well. So, and you'll have my very amateur commentary on certain things in the study that I've done over the years for the Word of God. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm also open to any comments if they say anything that might be off. I certainly appreciate anybody that might have better knowledge of the Word than I do to help me understand that better. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So we are in Genesis 4, and we are in the New International Version, and so we start. Cain and Abel. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, "With the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man." Later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord. And Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. So a couple quick points on the first 4 verses. Two things. The Lord found favor in Abel's offering. And in order for him to bring the fat portions of his firstborn of his flock, which the offerings that the Lord always looked for was the best of the flock. And also with Abel's offering, it was a blood sacrifice, where Cain's was the work of the field. So he brought his offerings, which was of works of the field, and Abel provided a blood sacrifice. So with the Lord, it was always about blood. And Cain was, Abel was able to bring that, and Cain brought his offering, which was not a blood. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Cain was depressed, and this is a spot in the Bible that they call a first mention. In the the King James version is his countenance was down, and it was that with regards to his countenance that he was depressed, and he was depressed because he didn't do what was right. And again, that is one of the things that we find with ourselves. If we're not doing the right thing, we do get down on ourselves. So we'll continue on. Also real quick on that, sin is crouching at your door. If you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door, and it desires to have you, but you must rule over it. I find that interesting because it brings to mind that the devil is prowling, looking for those to devour, and that is sin. Continue, verse 8. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done?" "Listen, Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. On that real quick, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now, with the reference to your brother's blood, not only is the blood of Abel, but also the offspring that Abel would have had. So generations and generations and generations of people cry out from the ground, not just Abel. Verse 11, now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is more than I can bear. No remorse. My punishment is more than I can bear. This punishment is not fair, in other words. Verse 14, today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. Poor me, in other words, is what he's saying. But the Lord said to him, not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and to Irad was the father of Mehujael, and Mehujael was the father of Methuselah. Methuselah was the father of Lamech. Lamech married 2 women, one named Ada and the other Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who played string instruments and pipes. Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, who forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, listen to me, wives of Lamech. Hear my words. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for injuring me. If Cain is avenged 7 times, then Lamech 77 times. Adam made love to his wife again, and she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, God has granted me another child in place of Abel. Since Cain killed him, Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh. At that time, people began to call on the name of the Lord. It's interesting, a couple things that stand out to me real quick is that you see the start of music. You see the start of technology with tools of bronze and iron. And then you see revenge. You see vengeful acts happening already, 4th chapter into the Bible. Again, thank you for listening to this. I hope this blesses you, and you have a great week. Thank you.